Hi everyone, welcome back to Decorate Your Table with Brenda. Today we're going to do a nice relaxing spa brunch, and stick around. I'm going to show you how to make these inspirational plaques that your guests can craft with you. Okay, so to start our spa tablecloth, I wanted a nice clean white tablecloth. You could also use a pale blue or a light gray, something soft and soothing. Then I decided I wanted lots of candles. So I started with some votives. Doing a simple table can sometimes take longer than doing an elaborate table because you don't want it to look fussy, but you don't want it to look bare. Then I went to the dollar store and I bought a different selection of stones. So I got some large ones, little pebbles as well. And I got them in this kind of earthy brown color. You can get them in all different colors. If you wanted to do blue, you could do all blue or different things. So I have a lot of stuff available. So I started putting my large stones around first of all. We're just going to build up and layer. Then I took my small stones and started putting them around. You'll notice I left a spot in the middle, and I'm going to show you what I did with that in a few seconds. You can kind of just make sure you have about the same amount on each side. Balance them out. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this centerpiece, and I tossed and turned about putting a flower arrangement in there, and then I thought, you know what, I don't think I want them in here. But I decided to do something a little bit larger. So I decided I was just going to put some more candles, but I didn't really want to do the same size again, so for a little bit more depth and more punch, I used these big 3-pillar candles, put them in the little tray, put some more of the little stones around them, and that just gives a very clean, simple look, but a very elegant look. So then I started with my table mats. I also found these at the dollar store. I like that they were made of a natural material, and I like the pattern that you could see through it. So those down on the table. This time I went with just a nice plain white plate. For my napkins this time I took a plain white napkin, and to make it a little prettier I used a violet ribbon that I tied around it, and then I tucked a little bit of lavender inside it. Lavender is for relaxation, so I thought it fit with the spa scene. You could also do a pale green ribbon and maybe tuck some eucalyptus into it, and that would look nice too. It is a brunch, so we're going to have mimosas. Just some nice water glasses or juice glasses. Okay, so I'm just going to light my candles. So after we have our brunch, we're going to make our craft. For our craft today, I wanted to do inspirational plaques. When I have my girlfriends together for a brunch, sometimes I'll make them do crafts, and they're not a crafty bunch. They like to do easy crafts. If I were to tell them to draw, they would say no way. But if I let them color things in, or if we have to glue things, then they're fine and they're happy as long as it's pretty easy to do. So I went to the dollar store and I bought these discs, and you can get 3 in a packet. So I took them out and drilled holes because we need the holes to hang them up. And then we started with a blank slate. So I decided I would pre-draw some. I started out with pencil. You can see this. And then using a thin tip Sharpie, I just outlined them. I just drew these freehand, and then I'm outlining them in the black. And then that way, people can color them in. So I'll just do this one rose. And you can draw anything, and if you're not sure what you kind of want to draw, adult coloring books, if you grab one of those, you can easily get some inspiration from those. We'll just kind of do this one rose. So you can do that, and then they can use, and get all kinds of different colored Sharpies. They can color them in, or if they wanted to, they could paint it in. Or what you can do, also at the dollar store, I bought these little wooden embellishments, and they were $1.25, and they come with all different things. So there's butterflies, there was leaves, there was hearts. They can make their own designs, or they can do a combination of things that you've drawn and maybe add some little butterflies to it. Okay, so this is where I could get out my trusty glue gun, but we're going to keep it very simple. We're just going to use 2A tape to stick these on. If you're having quite a few people over to do crafts, this is easier than getting out glue guns for everyone. And these little wooden figure butterflies and that, you could color them in if you wanted to. Okay. When you get to this part, you want to put in your inspirational word. For this, I went on the internet and I looked up inspirational words, and then I looked up inspirational 3 words, like anything to give you what you're looking for. So I was amazed at all the different things that came up. You could put relax, believe, different things, but one that I liked, it was a 3-word quote, and it was dream, believe, achieve. And I thought, hey, that's very inspirational. So that's what I'm going to use in mine. I'm going to take a chance and write this on here without, normally I would write it out in pencil first of all and then do it in marker over the top of it, but we're going to take a chance and write it in big. So, dream, believe, achieve. So now we have to put in something to hang this with. So you have 2 options. You could use jute, and if you are using jute, it's a good idea to tape the start of it just so you can get in easily. Then tie it. This is where I would put a little dab of glue just on there to keep it secure. So you can do jute, or that gives it a more rough and it gives it a more simple look, more natural look. Or you can use your ribbon. This is the same ribbon that I used to tie the napkins. I'm gonna use the same trick. use a little bit of two-way tape that I'm just going to put underneath. And it's just going to hold my bow right where I want it. And there's my little Dream Achieve plaque. And it makes a nice little take home. In today's stressful world, especially right after Christmas, it's nice to have a nice, relaxing, calming time with your friends. I think a table like this just brings your stress level down. It's very straightforward, it's calm, it's relaxed. There's nothing overly fussy about it. So I hope you enjoy it. Join me next week when we're going to do a midwinter wine dinner party. I'll see you then. Don't forget to hit subscribe.